catch the bridge.
In the Russian Primorsky Krai, a wooden bridge across the Evacuations River in the Orlovsky district could not withstand the rain that lasted 4 hours. During the spring flood, local residents already had to organize a rope crossing so as not to be left without food and medicine. In 2022, the bridge was also washed away due to heavy rains, but they cannot repair it completely.
They are cleaning the stream here and the water came here. There was none of it at all before. It used to come a little only from this side, here. But now it just flows here like a river from where the medical center is to this place. Look, lots of it. It turns out that as soon as the stream was touched, everything here was simply flooded.
In Chelutai, a railway line was washed away. Hundreds of houses were flooded in the region. Domestic animals died. Crops were destroyed.
There is no bridge, that's it. We are cut off from the world.
Hundreds of people have been evacuated in Buryatia and Transbaikalia. A state of emergency has been declared in the region due to flooding caused by heavy rains. 3 bridges have been damaged in the republic after the Khankhaloi reservoir dam broke, and a 50-kilometer section of the federal highway Baikal has been closed. The head of Buryatia reported.
Sections of the federal highway Ulan-Ude-Chita have been washed away. A section of the road at 589 kilometers has been completely washed away. The Tugnui, Sukhara and Khonkoloika rivers, 3 bridges have been washed away there, as well as approaches to the bridges. As a result, traffic has been stopped.
The dam break in Buryatia was the 3rd in Russia in the last 10 days. On July the 29th, in the Sigersky district of Karelia, a dam broke on the White Sea-Baltic Canal. As a result, 1 person died. On July the 26th, a dam break occurred on the Kyalimskaya reservoir in the Karabashsky urban district of the Chelyabinsk region.
We are on the roof. We are all drowning. There is water in our house. Geez, we barely got up here on the roof.
But instead of solving the problems of the regions, Putin is increasing spending on the war against Ukraine. At the end of July, the Kremlin dictator signed a decree increasing the federal payment to 400,000 rubles for mobilized personnel if they sign a contract with the Ministry of Defense by the end of the year, and recommended that regional authorities pay no less than this amount from local budgets.
There is an obvious shortage of people willing to sign contracts in the quantities that the military needs given the current level of losses in the Russian army and the intensity of military operations. It is yet difficult to assess whether these payments are working. Apparently, they are not working very well, otherwise there would be no need to try to attract defendants and foreigners to the war, which is what the relevant departments and military registration and enlistment officers are currently doing. Pavel Luzin, non-resident senior fellow at the Center for European Policy Analysis, in an interview with Novaya Gazeta Europa.
Since the start of the war against Ukraine, the Kremlin has been increasingly cutting spending on healthcare, education and other social spheres. At the same time, the budget amounts for supporting military actions are only increasing, experts say. According to a study by the Re-Russia project, over the past year alone, Russian authorities have paid about 3 trillion rubles to participants in the war against Ukraine or their relatives, which is 1.5% of the country's gross domestic product. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Natalia Husak, UATV News.